So here's what happens, right? The NFL just came out and they said, you know what? You have to stand for the national anthem. You can stay, you don't have to come out on field. If you want to protest, you can stay off the field. But if you come on field, you have to stand for the national anthem or there's a team fine. Here is, what's his name? I always forget. Goodell, right. The NFL, the guy in charge of the NFL. Here he is making the announcement.
Clearly, our objective as a league and to all 32 clubs, which was unanimous, is that we want people to be respectful to the national anthem. We want people to stand. That's all personnel, and make sure that they treat this moment in a respectful fashion. That's something that we think we owe. We've been very sensitive in making sure that we give players choices, but we do believe that moment is an important moment. There's been incredible engagement with the players on this. We've talked to tens, if not hundreds of players about this over the last year or so to get their input, to understand their positions, and again, to respect those, as I think was stated here.
Now, Mike Pence, everybody got angry because Mensch, the vice president, tweeted out winning. This is winning. I actually agree. First of all, there's no free speech, First Amendment thing here. These guys are paid to play, and when they are on the field, and really all the time, they have to represent the NFL. So when they are on the field, they owe it to their employers not to destroy their business. This was unanimous among the teams. Why? Because it's destroying their business. Nobody wants to turn on America's game and see America get the finger. That's all it is. And you can talk about, it wasn't disrespectful. It was patriotic. It was this. It wasn't. When this started to happen, I was watching ESPN, which I rarely do, and every single commentator said the same thing. Well, they have the right to do it. They have the right to do it. And I was sitting there talking to my television set, as one does, and saying, I know they have the right to do it. That doesn't mean it's right. It's not right. The things that they are protesting on the grounds of American values represented by the flag. So anyway, the thing that really bothered me was the assumption that they could just do it, that it was all right for them to just do it. Because I think for most Americans, they're saying, hey, you got to protest. I get it. You have problems in the black community, which is really what this was about. Colin Stuperdink was, the guy who started all this, saying, he's got this radical girlfriend and he thinks the police are mistreating people in black neighborhoods. I don't agree, but you have a right to protest that. You have a right to bring that to my attention. As my fellow American, as my brother American, you have a right to do that and to appeal to my values. And I will make a decision whether my values are being violated by the police in those neighborhoods. You don't have absolute authority to say what's right and wrong, but you certainly have the right to bring that to my attention because we're both Americans. If we're not both Americans, if we don't share the same values, what do I care? What do I care if you're in Saudi Arabia and your rights are being violated? That's too bad, but you're not on my watch. Here you're on my watch. You have a right to say it because of the flag. So when you say it by disrespecting the flag, you're actually violating the contract between the two of us. So I thought it was wrong. Nobody said that. Nobody said that because the underlying assumption of the press is that America is a bad place.
Pack it in, let me begin.